Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.
Welcome students in our this discussion on the practice of for sustainability assurance. We have so far discussed various aspects of how we will be reporting, how we will be accounting, and then we have talked about that the most important thing is acquiring the data. By that we have told about this sustainability metrics, that different type of measurements and data is collected. So, most important thing is this data will have to be used for decision making. Now, there the data analytics for sustainability management will just briefly tell you about that decision making in sustainability management, how it is done. Now, one thing is there that we are today the data analytics, this information management, knowledge management, these have done a lot of developments over here. Now, regarding the sustainability management, you need to know that what will be the role of a sustainability manager, and once we know the role of a sustainability manager, he will have to do number of decision making, particularly under conditions of that every phenomena which will be affected by number of different variables, as because this sustainability management is a complex job, because here the society, environment and profit, all three aspects are involved. So, that is why the decision making in when you are your decision making may be for the investment for a particular uses. It can be, say for example, if you are having an overburden dump or an overburden somewhere you have kept it internally or externally. Now, that part could be used for what? It can be used for a horticultural garden, it could be used for a maybe for medicinal plant garden, but it could be used also for making a grazing land, then whether we can have a milk farm also nearby, or it could be used for say wind farming, maybe for solar power generations. So, there are different alternative uses are there. Now, each will be affected by different factors. Say for example, if you want to do a horticulture, that what is the nutrient level, how much fertilizer will have to be there, what is the water sources, and then exactly that how much people will be involved over there, the product of that will be sold by whom. So, like that number of things are affecting the decisions that what will we do. So, that is why this decision making is a big problem in sustainability management. So, the role of sustainability managers, that also will be different, that is whether your role is just only to look into the societal aspect, your economic aspect, financial aspect, legal aspect, because you will have to conform to the statutory law, then what are those laws, and also if your job is to execute some program for achieving the sustainability goals, then which goal will be your priority. So, depending on that, depending on your role, the decision making problem will be different. Now, today this decision making is done as a data driven decision making. So, we are not going to the detail of those decision making or data analysis things here, just only I will be giving a brief introduction, so that you can pick up the issues of sustainability management, which can be actually handled through other tools you have learned in other. So, one thing is there, as a sustainability program in any industry, whether it is your mining industry, your university, your township management, wherever it is there, we will have to identify the sustainability goals that are related to that business, because you know that there are 17 goals which are also classified, that which is for the societal purposes, which is for your health purposes, which is for your knowledge, and all those things, that exactly how we want to get our future society developed. So, for that, for those goals, you will have to identify that what are the key performance indicators, because you can manage when you can measure. So, there exactly, if you go through the detailed literature of sustainability goals, you will be finding that there are many targets, that is your, it is said that there are about 169 multidimensional time bound universal targets for achieving this sustainability, and for those targets you have got more than 232 indicators. That means the overall 17 this your goals, it may be having a quite a good number of indicators today. Again tomorrow there may be more indicators coming up. Now, what is this? These indicators are, some things are directly by only one measurement, something will be number of measurements are there, and from them an index is generated, and in future a new index may be coming. So, this what is going on over here, that means we will have to measure, that we will have to express it quantitatively. So, what will have to be there? This your business strategy for achieving the target in such a way that these indicators give you a means for monitoring how well you are going towards achieving the target, and for that this there is a lot of measurements and quantitative analysis will be involved. Now, one important thing is that through this, how exactly the society will be interacting and how it will be benefiting. So, that it will have to, your sustainability program will have to create certain opportunities. Now, this is opportunity for new business, opportunity for environmental protections, opportunity for that giving survival tools, giving a life support system. So, that is why there could be different company would be liking, interested to do in a differently. Same if you talk of the post mining mine site, this post mining mine site could be an attractive area for the energy producing company, for harvesting some renewable energy sources. It could be interested for some agricultural farms, for if it could be suitable for some crops, or even it could be somebody may be interested to get a palm tree cultivations over there for providing biofuel. So, for those opportunities, every potential thing is having its different measuring units, and for that you will have, that means how the data will get generated, and that data will have to be analyzed, processed and used for decision making. So, there could be also collaborate and customers and other enterprises. This is not by the one. When as a mining company you are doing your, say, the post mining this your sustainability management program you are having, but you can handhold with other, maybe with a startup you are doing to do a new venture, creating new things, and then you are monitoring how that opportunity and benefit going to the society. So, there could be your shared aspirations, your society, maybe small companies, maybe startups, new venture, with that also it can be done, but for that you will have to decide whether it is going to be effective or not, and there comes the role of data analysis and decision making. Now, that for this one thing is very clear, that measure, assess and integrate, this approach of decision making, and this will be giving you now a very transparent and accountability. Whatever you have decided transparently on the basis of data. You can argue there is nothing like that, and then Maybe that all the time you will be correct is not known, because that will having one weak point is that you have given certain criteria on the basis of which is there, which criteria you might have taken from some expert's opinion, from the level of understanding of the problem by that time. Maybe certain important factors were not revealed at that time. So when X-ray were discovered, at X-ray people were not knowing that what are its harmful effects, but that at that time many people were working and they got themselves exposed to that radiations and they suffered. So similarly, at a particular time, that while you are doing a transparently and data driven decisions, also certain cons may be there. So we need to be aware of that. Now let us see that we have understood that in a sustainability management we will have to have a data driven decision making, but in that what exactly the sustainability manager will do, that is sustainability management basically provides a plan that can improve multiple parts of people's lives, environment, future generations. The triple P we have talked about earlier also, that is your how the planet, profit and the people, these three things to be combined for sustainability, and that will have to be managed. And there you as a manager, you are going to aspire, as you want to do a sustainability planning. To do that plan, you will have to acquire certain skill. So you identify that skill as analyzing the present situation and status of a farm. Wherever your company, if you are appointed as a sustainability manager, or you want to develop your own particular farm, and then you go and claim that I will help you in managing your sustainability. So your first thing is that you will have to have the capacity of analyzing, and then you will have to predict the future. Now that is exactly how will you develop that capacity of yourself, that you can predict the future, means you will have to develop some model. That is your whatever the present status or the present situation is there, based on that collecting the information and data, you will be developing a model by which you will be predicting the future. So that means you will have to have that capability, and then predictions could be possible. That is, you will have to give an evaluation of it. What will be the effect of that farm on the health of the environment? That is, whether there will be the water will be remaining as a potable water, or it will be having a adverse effect, that your water will be having a problem. I told you the other day also that how that is some of the, even in Idaho in USA, there is a old antimony mine, stibnite mine is there, which were done hundreds of years ago. They kept a lot of overburden dump, and then they found that soil there did not grow much plantations over there. And even now when the rain comes, that whole water, they take the leachate, and that the contaminated water go in the river stream, and that the stream water get polluted. So that means even after 100 years the situations may remain like that, that you need to do it. But if you know your present situations, you evaluate it, you predict it that this will happen, then you can give a better solution to the company, that this is the way you will have to manage. And for that, as a sustainability manager, before knowing that what type of decision making, how will you handle the data, you must know that exactly your role as a manager will be either sustainability executives, you will be doing the operations as an action plan. You can be a sustainability entrepreneur, you may have your own business to give the farm a help in developing their sustainability program, or you can be a sustainability consultant, that you can go in between and you give the solution, yes, this is to be done. But there also you will have to have your that analytic capability, that getting the things from there, you can give a very transparent and very clear vision to them, that this will happen if you don't do this. That is a consultant job. Or you may have to be maybe working with the government are regulatory bodies, your statutory bodies, planning bodies of the government, Niti Aayog and all, they may be requiring certain sustainability manager. If Niti Aayog wants to plan for the future of the country, in them definitely I am sure they are having a number of sustainability manager for every policy which has been given. For that, a sustainability forecasting will have to be done. So there, that policy and communications executive will have to be a good sustainability manager. They will also will have to have those, that is your data analytic for sustainability must be known. Now that sustainability related issues that address what? If you are to do that data analysis, that what type of data exactly you will have to handle for managing the sustainability of the company, that is its business will continue, its exactly it will be whatever their attempts will remain viable. That can be done when they know the environment, ecology, energy, their management and marketing of their products, and then economics of the things, the finance, how the capital will be coming, how that exactly the finance will be managed, where from that, at what terms and what conditions loan or the banking can be carried out, then how the health care for the society, for their own employee will be done, and how they will have to spend their money on R&D for getting out new things. And then if any company, there will be a transportation, will be a big jobs, and such that similar type of number of problems, number of topics could be there, and you need to find out depending on the business, this data will be different. There even the data analysis can be done, that exactly if you make a list of all these things, which cluster will be affecting a company, how much, like that you can, all the parameters can be put into a cluster, and from there you can decide that in which way they will have to take decisions. So for that, your data uses that will be involving solving many business problems. So you're coming up to here as a sustainability manager, you have got number of areas to be addressed, and each area has got uses of some data, and then this could be having a personalizing the customer experiences, that could be certain data would be there required. Some will be optimizing the value chain and the supply networks with your, if it is a manufacturing project, say if you are doing a that is something biscuit factory, there where from which type of wheat will be coming, at what cost it will be there, even that there who will be the supplying over that, how exactly do you have a some giving a different flavor of the this whereby different taste, then exactly how the fuel, that means your for baking it, whether you will be using gas or you will be using solar, that depending on that, that whole total supply chain network will be there. So that means even for a biscuit factory you can have a sustainability planning like that. Then forecasting the demand, that is the demand, again sometimes your social survey will have to be there, that how exactly, say for example, now there were no business for Coca-Cola, but thing is that with that with a certain type of advertisement, certain type of social change, and then certain type of your the social and education systems that they have put it. So sometimes in the campuses and all that thing, that tea stall became that people do not take tea, though that say by consumption of tea, maybe it's going to the tea gardens of West Bengal and Assam, maybe having a better economy if more tea is sold in different type of our campuses. But there, if it goes to a Coca-Cola type of drinks, which may not be having a lot of the total value, it is getting distributed to how much in the society, and how our that societal benefit is going there, how it will be sustaining our economy. Those things are exactly you can look into that, forecasting the demand, that because of certain changes in the society is coming, they are liking that things are changing. So that maybe in some of our it may not be surprised that even in South India sometimes the dosa shop there will be less customer, because there could be people liking more pizza, and then some of the other maybe they will be liking momo in future, that is the northeast India's momo may be market. It depends on how the demand can be forecasted by doing number of different factors. So data remains, data will be coming from there. So again sometimes there is, say for example, in a mining business there are, or in any of the business, there could be lot of frauds, things may come up, there may be lot of corruptions may be coming up. So the data uses can make it how it can be revealed. That means, say for example, when you are to do a sustainable mining, that if you are in a coal mining, that whatever the your deposit is having how much coal, and that coal how you are getting it over there, and then the proper accounting should be there. There should be no track of coal should go without recording from the company, but there could be a fraud. That means there that how the coal stock is managed, how that the recording of data from that coal stack, how it is going to the dispatch sections. In there could be a lot of a possibility that some of the coal is exactly going just stolen from there, because which maybe there could be some people involved. But then if you are developing a data driven systems, then you can stop. That means you will be exactly giving to the healthy, that is to the targets of the sustainability, for the benefit of the people, you will be doing more. So that's why when we are talking about this sustainability, and when you are talking about the sustainability management, and in that this data, different type of data will have to be collected, and this could be done when you will be studying going to a particular specific work. So industry tomorrow must think of a cadre as a sustainability manager. Now in the mining industry or many industry today, there is no sustainability manager. I don't know in India if any the university is giving a degree called sustainability management in management schools, but US and other some of the advanced country universities, they have started giving degree as a master in sustainability management. So maybe if our industry looks into in this direction, tomorrow there could be a cadre of a sustainability manager. Then the study of that is your sustainability management decisions, and there what type of data and data analytics will be required, it will be coming in future. So because we will have to manage the safety, health and the environment, and bringing the society and finance within its integral management system, that is there is a lot of challenges. When you are exactly going to look into a industrial problem of today, then you will find out that you require a different type of skill and a mindset to analyze those things. At the same time, you will have to be having this other that your information technology, your this data analysis, data science expertise will have to be there. So that part is not our discussions of today. We are not going to the detail of the data science and data analysis, but making you, because you might be studying that thing from your other courses, but sustainability is important across every industry and every part of business, and as a sustainability manager you will have to do it. So that decision making in sustainability management, it will be basically a multivariable, and there will be often it is a multivariable task. So your multi-criteria decision making, this approach is everywhere it is being used, which is very common. And then sustainability problems are also complex in nature, and traditional statistical approaches cannot resolve them. Statistical, that means whenever you do our normal statistics methods, that is you do regressions, you do probability, you do there always you look into some of this, their distribution pattern is there, whether it is a normal distributor, Poisson distribution, that there is a certain assumptions, and then certain probabilistic your distributions are taken over there, but in a real life that may not be there. So that's why there will have to be, you will have to get each and every variable differently, you will have to collect it, and when you see it, then your model need to be trained to get that restrictions, and on that basis your number of your tools that came up for your that data science, they talk of number of different type of modeling it has come across. But let us look into a small problem here. Suppose how you can help in getting certain decisions. Say for example, you have got in a mind some location A, location B, location C. Now in that you want to develop the horticultural garden or grazing land or medicinal plant or the soil nutrient. I am just giving at random certain criteria that different alternatives are there. Now how will you select that which location will be better? So sometimes with the expert they give their comment. Say for example, horticultural garden, if someone say that from the 0 to 5, if you are giving a score, how much you will be giving for location A, B and C, he gives it like that. You get some more experts and asking them that if you want to give a grazing land over here, what will be there? If I ask you to give a 1 to 100, out of there you give a number, then he gives this number. Then someone who are experts in the medicinal plant, you are asking them that okay, you give me some number between -2 to +2, that which one will be best suitable for your medicinal plant. He says that yes, this location C, this place is good for medicinal plant. But another your nutrients, that is your expert, he is consulted and he said that okay, you give me a number, he gives this. So now different people has given differently and they have evaluated. Now as a decision maker, you need to find out that all these possibilities which will be the best. So what is done? This is a method called your cross tabulation. In the cross tabulations, you are just putting this number and you are taking the sum of them. Now when you take this sum and then from there, out of the total sum, if you are taking, that is your 19.4 plus 74.7 plus 5, and after that if you are putting it together, that total sum is coming is that 19.4 divided by 56.4 into percent, it is 12.9%. So you can find out that your location A, B, C, it is showing that this location B is having a better score. So you may select that okay, this is a better because it for considering all the criteria. But this may not be the always true, that cross tabulations, have you noticed that the range of value of each factor are not the same? You have got different, then it is very unfair to sum all the values of different criteria, and you have seen here these are all different criteria, different type of things, but you are taking their sum, and but because it is a procedure of your cross tabulations, they have done it like this. So the second criteria, it is a dominant, because this says here you have seen here this is having a maximum value, this particular expert has given here value. So this has made it to get, this is the best selections. So to be fair, we can propose two solutions, that instead of using arbitrary values for each factor, we can take rank them. Now that smaller rank value is the more preferable. We can say the first, second, third, first one is selected. Now how can you do that? If you see here now, what that done, we give a normalizing there. So that means you are giving now everything within that particular a rank you have given, and from there when you see that you are summing it up, and then in the same way when you have taken them as a normalized rank, from those values only we have that whatever the earlier values are given, from there we have created this normalized score or as a rank, and we have given it over here, and you can see. So then you can see here now there is a problem that where the second and the third options have got the same value. So then the next things you can do a decision making by transformation score value for each factors. Now you change this normalization score, your new score, exactly whatever the your normalized, you give a normalization between one upper bound and one lower bound. Say we give it between all 1 to 0, everything will be giving that number, and then how it will be done, your old upper bound and old lower bound, you take them and then you get the original score and then the old score whatever it was there, and then you add this the new score, then you will find over here. So that means from this table which were the experts gave, these ones we can normalize by putting over here, and then you can see that new score you are getting over here from the old score, and you find out. Then when you do the normalizing, you can see here it is clearly getting that you are done that this is having a better, slightly better than this. So you are getting to a decision that location B is preferred. So this is the way how when you consider certain numerical data, from there these are not a quantifiable, but you are quantified and you have given. So similarly there is again we can further improve by giving some weight, because now what is there, you can think of this exactly which is your that is your importance level, that if it is used as a horticultural garden, maybe importance is more, you can get a more economy, more things like that, you have given this ones, but only on the basis of nutrient you are giving a less score, because it can be managed in different way. So when they put it over there, that importance of the weight also you are giving a weight, and with that weight, now if on that this importance, whatever were there, these locations were given this earlier, that whatever the scoring they gave, if you multiply it and then you put it over there, you get now new normalized scores over here. You can see that these weights are given differently to the different criteria, and based on their original value, by multiplying this and the weight, you are getting now new value of this. Now when you get the new value, you can see the normalized score. Ultimately we find exactly, because this weight is considered, location C is better. Now you have seen, by handling with data, you can exactly take a better decision. So there are advanced methods also. There is a one very important another criteria which you might have studied in your other operation research also. You study these things in your, if you are taking a course on data analytics, there also you have seen that pairwise comparison, one analytic hierarchy process is a very good one. Say for example, sometimes you can think of that whether if you are having a three fruits, that is a apple, a banana and cherry, which one you would like to eat. Or if you go to a shop, that you are sitting in a restaurant, you find out that there are that rasgulla is also there, your gulab jamun is also there, and maybe chane ka barfi is also there. Now which one you will like? That maybe your 2-3 friends you are going, then you may find out like that. Then there is a, exactly you can do an exercise for finding out what you will be eating, and for that also this pairwise comparison approach can lead to a better decision. Now this is a structural technique, and you can take this input there. What is there? Exactly a eigenvector approach is used in this one. So it is a structural technique for organizing and analyzing the complex decisions based on mathematics and psychology, that how they prefer, that aspect is also taken. This method organizes tangible and intangible factors. Your choice, your liking, wherever there is a fuzziness, that intangible things also can be systematic way resolved, and the final solutions will be giving a very good decision. The input can be obtained from actual measurement by price, weight, or it sometimes by the opinion, by general things. From there you get the input for taking the decisions, and it will allow very inconsistency in judgments. Now you can do, you can just use this QR code. If you are attending this class, take your mobile phone, smartphone, get this QR, and then you will be led to this particular reference material. If you read that, this will give you a very good idea how it is to be used. Now I request you, because nowadays Excel is a very good tool, all of you use Microsoft Excel. Now that alone will not do. There is also a program software called Excel State. Excel State, you can use this Excel State, and then if you go over there, and then you can download at least for 14 days, you can test it, learn the method, and then if you find this, you can use it and you can buy it. That is a different one. But when you are using your Excel, MS Excel, all of you use, in that Excel, when you will be installing this Excel State, there will be coming, and from there exactly you can do a lot of this data analysis part. There you will find that in which way your whole your this using AHP, you can take an exercise over there and you will learn. So you use this, and also there are many things. Say you may be, some of you may be knowing about Tableau. You can use Tableau, or maybe your that is there are a number of data analysis software is available. Now this type of softwares are now making the life much comfortable. But if you aspire to be a sustainability manager, you must go through this. And then data driven decision making for business decision uses higher level of data analytics, machine learning and modeling, which is beyond the scope of this lecture. but I request you, please start, at least if you require, take some Coursera courses, or that by Coursera they have given a very good data analysis tools, because as a engineer in mining or civil or whatever you have studied, along with your engineering background, if you can take this data analysis part, then your decision making factor will be improving, and from there the most important thing is where innovation is required, where exactly there is a scope of having new patent for applying in the industry, that you will be able to decide. So you are advised to get used to this Excel stat, using Excel, and make tutorials on data analytics for developing the minimum basic requirement for your career readiness in the field of this as an your this sustainability manager. And I can tell you that maybe after 5-10 years your role as a sustainability manager can bring a lot of money. And even now there will be many jobs, particularly in the West. You can get a lot of research jobs also in the US and other developed countries, because this is an emerging area and people are working on it. So there are also achieving sustainability development goals through data and analytics. I found that this particular article is also very good. So please make a habit of reading this. You can do a little bit of text mining. If you do this text mining by data mining software you can use, and then you find out that at least you can 500 of articles will be there. At least you select 4-5 good articles to read it, and then you decide what you will be doing. So thank you very much.